All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put everybody on mute. And I'm gonna give everybody maybe about 2 minutes to join before I go ahead and get started. All right, who was this? Someone else last person. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and put everybody on mute. I do want to remind everybody, I did something a little bit special today. I sent out text messages to every single person, but I do want to remind you guys that even if I don't send out a text message, remember, if it's not the 4th Thursday out of the month, I'm here live on a live training webinar, and it's also being broadcasted to Facebook. So if you guys just remember the Zoom link, you guys will be able to join and see everything that's going on. Every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're here, okay? So I'm gonna give everybody about 1 more minute before I start the webinar. And then I also want to remind everybody while I'm on, if you have booked an American Airlines vacation booking for the month of March, and I have not talked to you already, please make sure that you have registered your booking in the back office, because I have one more person, I'm not sure who the person is, but I have one more person who has not received their commissions for the month of March for an American Airlines vacation package that was booked. And I don't know who it is because they haven't registered their booking in the back office. So as a reminder, whenever you guys purchase anything that you plan on getting paid for, make sure you register it in the back office, because if an American Airlines sends me a $700, $800 commission check, they don't tell me exactly who it belongs to. They give me booking numbers, you know, and that's how I track who the commissions belong to. So if you plan on getting paid for your vacation, just register it in the back office, okay? So if you're booking something with agent rates, you don't necessarily have to log that in the back office, but if you plan on getting paid for it, go ahead and log that in the back office. Okay, and so if you did book something for American Airlines for the month of March, in the chat, you can send something to me in the chat, or everybody that's on this live, everybody has my personal cell phone number. Just send me a text message if I have not talked to you yet about your American Airlines booking. And so if you know for sure that that you booked something for the month of March, just send me an email, send me something via text message, and still register that booking. Unless I have talked to you, I've talked to 2 people, and then if you know who you are, you don't have to send a message. But outside of if I haven't talked to you, go ahead and send me a text message and register your booking. All right, so there is no one else to be let into this Zoom meeting, so I am going to go ahead and get started. So title of this webinar is how to create your own packages and earn more money as a travel agent. And so I do want to say that the travel industry loves us, you guys. They love us, and we have so many different tools to book packages and put things together to actually get paid for it. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys today. All right. All right. Okay, so let's talk about building and promoting packages. And these are the different type of packages that I always promote, or these are just different ideas for you guys. So let's just jump into it. So when you're talking about like a 3 to 4 day deals, and you guys don't really have to take a bunch of notes. This is going to be recorded. You can take little notes if you want to, but you don't have to like write everything word for word. Right, so if you're talking about like a 3 to 4 day travel deal, there's so many different ways to book it. But if you know me, you know that I love American Airlines. And so with American Airlines, I'm actually going to put this in the chat for everybody, because this is a site that I found within one of my emails, and it does a lot of work for you, right? So inside the chat, you'll find that. And so this is the deals page for American Airlines Vacation. And so our promo codes are here, but we also have different promo codes. So, you know, some of these promo codes may apply, some of them may not apply to your trip, but, you know, at least try to use them. So every single Thursday, at least 3 different codes get released. And so it could be money off, it could be extra commission, it could be extra points, but at least three different promo codes are released from American Airlines Vacation. All right, so over here on the deals page for American Airlines, look, they have put the deal together for you guys already. All right, so when we're talking about 3 to 4 day deals, look at this. Cancun, from Dallas Fort Worth to Cancun. Let's see, from Dallas Fort Worth to Cancun. Look at this, $312. All right, and so if you want to know exactly which hotel that they're talking about, all you have to do is go over here, click on the latest prices. But I will tell you guys a secret. Sometimes these hotels are ugly, and sometimes I will not put my clients in these hotels. However, you know the dates. You know, that's the good part. You know the dates already. And so let's say, let's look at this, 11/7. This is a good payment plan right here. 11/7 to 11/10. Let's see the latest price. So $606 per person. You can't really beat that. All right, and so I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but this is the consumer site for American Airlines. I'm not logged in as a travel agent, so I'm gonna actually have to go and log in as a travel agent once I have all of the details that I need. For some strange reason, this specific site, the link that I gave you guys, it's not directly linked to, you know, the travel agent side. And if I try to log in through the travel agent side, it may give me like an error. So I gotta like finagle it a little bit. So let's take a peek. So this is at Legends Beach Resort. It's okay, but I mean, it's a 3-star. I'm not gonna stay there, so I probably wouldn't send any of my clients there. So I always look for 4-star and above, and I always look at the reviews and I look at the quality, you know, of the resort. So let's go for what we know. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that, secrets. It's secrets, or you know what? Let's do it by. Let's do it by price. The price, the low to high, and then we're going to look at the stars from there. All right. 3-star, 3-star, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I'm looking for one of them that's kind of known already. Or, I mean, if you guys want the $600 deal, listen, you guys can use that one. All right, so Jewel, this is a good one. Okay, let's use this deal. Okay, so I always recommend just writing it down. When you go over here to choose this deal, it's not gonna let you check out as a travel agent. So let's just go. Let's go to choose this deal with Jewel Paradise. The same exact deals that are available for consumers, they are available for us, except we get paid commissions for it, and we can put clients on a payment plan. So this is a 4-star. Doesn't look bad. I'd like to see the reviews. Anywhere, deceptive advertisement, get food, stay away at all costs. What a surprise. Okay, so this one has bad reviews. So technically we wouldn't book this, but this is a training, so let's keep going, okay? Okay, so let's say Premier Guest Room. Okay, so Premier, always write it down, because as I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you try to go through it. You can't, this is the consumer side. It's not going to let you book it. I mean, you can book full pay and pay for it as a consumer, but not as a travel agent. All right, so over here we have American Airlines flight 1907. And so I'm writing this stuff down because this deal is cheap because of the flight. Remember that the most expensive part of any vacation is that flight. And so it's not the hotel room that's making it cheap. The hotel is the same price, whether you're gonna be booking it. Well, it's maybe a tiny bit cheaper because you're booking it as a package, but it's the flight that's making it a lot more expensive. So this bad boy is leaving at 10:30, getting there at 3:03, and then it's 11:07. Let someone in. It's to mute everybody. let's see, make sure everybody is muted. Okay, so 10:30 to 3:03 p.m. on 11/07. All right. Okay, mute. Okay, perfect. And then so coming back, we are at 11:10. And then the flight is 6 o'clock to 9:05. All right, so this is the end of this. We can't do anything with this specific, particular site. There's nothing to do, but I will show you guys another trick, okay? So if you already know that you want to see everything up front, you don't want to have to go through and select your own hotel and all that mumbo jumbo, with the same exact link that I put in the chat, you'll find the button for all inclusives. All right, so down here at the bottom, they got adventure, all inclusive, budget, they got it all. So click on all inclusive. And when you click on all inclusive, or as a matter of fact, when you click on anything at the bottom, it's going to tell you the name of the resort. And so that's super important. So voila, look at this. Everything's already done. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just write this down. Okay. So let's say, let's see. Look at this one. This is good. And so like, I like this one. You know, this is the fastest way to actually come over and find a deal and post it. Fastest way. You don't have to, you know, click on this and click on that. Everything is already right here for you. All right. So, let's keep what we got. And so it was from, oh man, what was that from? The other one. Does anybody remember what the other one was? I know it was from to MBJ. Okay, oh man, let me go back.
I think it was Dallas.
Thank you. DFW or DAL?
I think W.
Okay, to MBJ. Thank you so much. All right, perfect. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and log in as a travel agent. And then so everyone should be, if you have their orientation, you should already have American Airlines Vacation. American Airlines Vacation takes 2 days to get activated. So everybody who's on that has their orientation, they should have it already. And so it auto-populated. So let's see if it's gonna give me trouble. A lot of times it gives me trouble. It goes to switch fly. Oh, no trouble today. Okay, so even better. Okay, so I did notice that it went automatically to Legends, and so we don't want Legends. We want Jewel. All right. So look at this. You see, this is the mess that I'm talking about. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Show All Hotels. Usually, whenever we click on something, all hotels automatically become available. But because we went through the consumer site, it's confused, I guess. It's okay. So I'm going to log out. Okay, so now I went to switch fly. So now it should. I don't know how to explain this, but this is something that we have to do. All right, so let's try it again. And then so for those that don't know about American Airlines, with American Airlines, the deposits are $200 per person. All right, so I'm going to close out this tab and open up another tab. See, this is why it's so important to write those dates down. I complained to American Airlines already about it. I'm sorry. So for those that don't know about American Airlines, it's a $200 per person deposit. And then if you book 4 nights, or more, you get 500 points towards your personal, this is so annoying. You get 500 points towards your account. Let me see, feature hotel. This is annoying. See, this is this is what happens. I don't understand it. Why? Let me log out and log back in. But so we found the deal. That I think that's the most important part. We found the deal that we want, but it doesn't make sense that we have to go through all of this with American Airlines. But I still like American Airlines. Okay, so now it bounced me back to the consumer site. So let's try this again. My third, fourth time's a charm. Let's see. I think I'm gonna put in a different destination just to go back. Or do the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna modify search. And then I'm going to put in, let's put in DAL, just to confuse it a little bit. You know what, when you guys use that link, I would recommend using incognito mode so that it doesn't confuse your system like it's confusing mine. Okay, so regardless, we have the deal already. All we have to do now is go through American Airlines to book it. And I'm just trying to get the commission part of it. And so you guys can post this deal on Facebook. What I recommend doing is, I'll just let's see, it looks like it could be working. Sign out. So annoying. Okay, let's try this again. Still there. Okay, let's just put in a different, let's put in CPA. Okay, so this is so funny. Still bring me to that one. Show our hotels. So if you log in like normal, like with American Airlines, you don't have to go through all of this, but this is ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna skip this. We're gonna come back to American Airlines last, okay? All right, so that's American Airlines. Well, you know what? No, American Airlines is not our only option. Let's look at American Airlines inside of VAX. I forgot all about that. Okay, so I do want to say if you book American Airlines inside of VAX, you will not get your 500 points per booking. Forgot all about American Airlines. All right, so let's do this. All right, so go straight to American Airlines. We already know what we want. All right, so DFW. All right, we're going to MBK. All right, so adults, the dates are 11/7. 11/7 through the 10th. All right, search. So our business development manager said that the deposits and everything should be the same over here in VAX for American Airlines versus over there at the actual American Airlines website. So over here, it's supposed to be from 1:30 to 3:03. That's the flights. So funny that the same one came up. Alright. Okay, so that flight didn't come up. It's okay. Let's find the, what's 50 of them available? Let's select that. That flight didn't come up, 1:30 to 3:03. All right, and then coming back 6 to 9:05, that did come up. All right, and then we're looking for Jewel. All right. JEW. We're looking for this one. All right, we're on to something. All right. So this is good. Everything looks the same. All right. And then so what you guys can do, if you guys are sending out emails, you guys can click on this email print / email itinerary. And then this is it right here. Just copy and paste this, send it to your clients. Or if you guys are posting stuff to Facebook, what I would recommend is grabbing 3-4 pictures. You know, think about what you would want to see if you're actually booking a hotel. So me, I want to see what it looks like on the outside, on the inside, the rooms, and the bathrooms. I will post those 3 things to Facebook, and then I would say $867. Is transportation included? Nope, transportation's. I would say $867 per person. And then what I would do, I would just post this right here. I would like take a screenshot of just the flight, because people usually want to see what the flight is. I would just take a screenshot of the flight and post it to Facebook, $867 per person, you know, and then they're ready to book. All you have to do is copy and paste that inside of Vax. So let's say you post that deal, and let's see, the commissions are $110. Let's say 10 people book, you know, that's over $1,000 in commission right there. Okay. And so let's see what let's make sure everything is how it's supposed to be as far as the deposits and stuff. Or you can put these people on a payment plan. So for American Airlines, well, for the most part, for all of them, okay, minimum package rows have not been satisfied. Okay, I don't know what that is, but let's see. $200 deposit. Okay, so look at this. Inside of Vax, it's saying balance due now. But if you go book this inside of American Airlines, as long as it's greater than 50 days, it's actually 45 days away, this client will qualify for a deposit plan. So you already know that it's 2 people, right? So it's 2 people. So that's a $400 deposit that they're going to have to put down on this vacation. And so all you have to do is come on over here to the internet and then type in 50 days before November 11. All right. I should have put here. Oh, it already did. So September 22nd. So let's say that the client pays the deposit, $400 deposit in April. So you got April, you got May, June, July, August, September. You got 5 months. Client has 5 months to make pay everything off. And so to calculate the payment, you can throw this in Facebook too, as far as the payment plan. So the total is, this thing is in the way. Okay. The total is 17, let's call it 1735. 1735 minus $400. Okay. 1335 is due. The remainder. So you divide it by 5. The total is $267 per month. So you could post this to Facebook with those 4 pictures. $868 per person, or $267 per month for 5 months, however you guys want to put it. And then always put that this price is as of today, yada, yada, yada. And then it's subject to change until deposit is made. That's easy. So that's that. Does anybody have any questions about this specific one? I usually save questions to last, but I'm literally going to be going through like different places to book. So does anybody have any questions about using American Airlines or using Vax, or trying to figure out how much the payment plan is upfront? Okay. All right, so I'm going to close down Vax. All right, so let's talk about theme parks. Oh, we're back at Vax actually for theme parks. So over here with theme parks, we got Universal Studios, which is over here. Look, the first thing that popped up. How about that? All right, so if you guys want to do some promos on Universal Studios, all you have to do is go down here to Universal Studios, and you got to pick Hollywood or Orlando. So we're going to pick Orlando. And then so let's say 2 adults, 2 children. And then so they're checking, well, the data, let's see, let's call them 11 and let's call them 12. Okay, and then so the date of check-in, let's do November. Okay, from the 11th, and let's call it 9th. Okay, and then so you guys have the option to choose flight. Let's see, create your own package. It's a bunch of different ways to build in here, but if it's, let them pick their flight for this one. All right, so let's do a search. And so this is actually going to include park tickets and everything. And so if you want to book Disney, Disney has their separate booking engine. We can do Universal, we can do Disney. Busch Gardens doesn't necessarily have like a booking engine for us, but you know, these are a lot of the options right here. And so let's pick a hotel, right? So they got the 3s. Oh, this is really nice. I've actually stayed here, and I didn't know it was a three-star hotel, you know, resort. But this is the Mystic Dunes is really nice. It's a huge community, so I'm actually going to pick that. All right, and then so it has already added a 3-day base ticket with 2 days free. So let's just, you know, let's keep it there. You know, let's look in it so you guys can see the options, because there's a lot of options. All right, so look at this. So adults, it says 3-day ticket. So we're there for 5 days. That's the only option. It usually gives more options than this. Why is that the only? Oh, view all features. All right, so Universal Resort gift card, breakfast. Okay, let's do the Leaky Cauldron. All right, round trip meet and greet transfer. They are flying in. Let's go ahead and throw that in. We're gonna pick them up from the airport. Well, actually, how much was that? They might be able to get that cheaper. Meet and greet. Let's leave it. This is what they want. Okay, so this is everything. Hotel, park tickets, cancel for any reason, early park admission. They got a little bit of everything on here. Okay, so let's see what the commissions is. $224. Can't beat that. All right, so let's say that what's the date? So this should qualify for a payment plan. So let's take a peek at what the payment plan is for Universal. And so each travel supplier has their own payment plan. Update card. Okay. That looks fine. Okay, so let's. Okay, so look at this. This isn't bad at all. Look at the deposit. Deposit is $379.80. So this is really, really good. And so the final payment is due on September the 27th, but we are not going to tell these clients September the 27th is their final payment. Their final payment will be September the 22nd, because something could happen. And the last thing you want is your client to be late by a day and their whole vacation has to be canceled. So never, ever, 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 ever tell your clients the real due date. You're always going to take away 5 days to give them some extra time. So this is an amazing package. We have a whole 4-day, a whole family of 4. Whole family of 4 at Universal Studios. This comes with park ticket. This comes with meet and greet. This comes with transportation. This comes with everything already. So let's see, 228. Let's call 85.25 minus $379.80. Okay, so 1905. So we got June, February, March, April. We got May, June, July, August, September. Still same thing. Divided by 5 months. So the remainder balance is 1905. Divide that by 5 months, $381 per month for a whole family vacation. And all they have to do is pay for their flights. So this is really good. So that is park tickets. Does anybody have any questions about park tickets, how to book anything Universal on VAX?
What if you just need the tickets without the hotel?
It's in here already.
Okay.
You said, what if you just need the tickets, not the hotel?
Yes.
Let's see, that should be an option. Search. All right, you go right here, create package, and then it should say theme park tickets and features only. All right, so got that. Search. All right, so let's call it, okay, we don't need that. Wait, Universal 1 day, 2 day, 1 day, 2 day, 2 day. Let's see what's the most we can get. Florida resident, 2 day park-based ticket. No, 3 day. Okay, here's 3. What's the most that you can get? Okay, so the most is 3 days. So let's say 3 day park tickets. The tickets are dated. So let's see, update cart. All right, so this is Universal. Let's check out the commissions. All right, so 10% commission on the tickets. So don't purchase these tickets at, at the actual park. Just purchase them in your back office. Any other questions? All right, I'm gonna close down Vax. All right, and so that's theme parks. All right, so what about destinations like Vegas, skis, cabins, Orlando? We just went over a little bit of Orlando, California. Let's see, classic vacations. Classic vacations is just like Airbnb, except Airbnb does not offer us commissions. So we don't book with them. So this is classic vacations actually give agents private label sites. So if you guys have your logo already, then upload it to Classic. First, you're going to register for Classic Vacations, and I'm actually going to pause the share because this is going. You got everyone here already knows the IATA number, but I'm probably going to post it. 0515. Okay, so Classic Vacations does private label. So upload your logo, and then this is what it's gonna look like. So let's say you can book a hotel. Hotels are usually about 10%, and then the vacation rentals, they vary, but I will say it's more commission than Airbnb, because Airbnb is not gonna let us book a vacation with them. So let's say Colorado. And then let's just call it July. We'll call it November. Let's keep those same dates. Keep going. November the 7th. 7th through the 10th. And let's call it 10 people. Search. Right. So, right, let's put the hood, but let's go to high to low. Now it's better. Let's say 800 per night. So this is a big family. Let's see. I always look at pictures, always. Well, this looks nice. Okay, let's see. So total is 1564, and so I already know the commissions are not good. it's a low amount, but let's see. You always go to book now, and so like I said, the commissions are better than Airbnb because Airbnb gives us 0. So for vacation homes, you still do have an option, but the commissions, this is like the same all across the board. All travel agencies is not really good. So look at the commissions. It's $65. It's not good, but that option is there if your client just insists on a vacation home. And so me personally, I don't really like vacation homes because it's a little that we're really in control of. Like if we send a client to a hotel and our client calls us and they're like in distress, we can change that. We can call the hotel and get that fixed. However, if you're booking a vacation rental for your client, there's not a lot that you can do you know, if your client is in, you know, distress, or, you know, the heater is not working or something like that isn't working, it's not a lot that you can do besides get on the phone with Classic Vacations. And then Classic Vacations tries to get in touch with the owner, and it's like a whole bunch of back and forth. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I try not to book, you know, vacation rentals. But if my client insists, I let them know, look, you know, I'll book this for you, but there's not a lot that, you know, if you get there and something isn't working, my response to get that fixed is not as fast as it will be if I put you in a resort. And so I make sure that they understand that. So it's up to you guys. So over here, same thing, you know, let's see. They're refundable deposits. I don't know. This is really our only option when it comes to vacation homes. Like I said, Airbnb is not letting us book. So I will say with Classic Vacations that the commissions for the hotels are a lot better. It's 10%. So you may be able to find better commission on VAX or, you know, another one of our booking engines. But if it's a hotel that no one else has and Classic Vacation has it, guess what? Just book it on Classic Vacations. So any questions about Classic Vacations? No? Okay. All right. So now let's talk about all-inclusive resorts. And so, you know, the same thing with all of them. As soon as you find the deal that you want, pop a few pictures over into TravelJoy, and then go ahead and fill out the, you know, put in the itinerary. You know, this is the hotel, this is the resort, this is what it looks like. Put everything in there and, you know, send your client the proposal. They'll approve the proposal, then you're going to send over the invoice. If you guys need a separate training for TravelJoy, put it in the chat. I need a TravelJoy training, and I'll get the owners of TravelJoy over, and they'll be able to give us a personal webinar for you guys. But I will say that TravelJoy does have the trainings inside of their portal. All right, so all inclusive. So if you guys know anything about Vacation Express, you guys know that all they handle is all inclusive. Whenever any and everything that's on this website is an all inclusive, okay? And so all you guys have to do is come over here and register as a travel agent. We are registered with Vacation Express, so you guys just go in and register, and this is what the site will look like when you log in. And so what I like to promote, if I'm promoting all inclusive, is I like to promote the ones that have the 20% commission. And so how you find the ones that have the 20% commission is by coming right here. So this is the home screen, travel agent home screen. And then so Vacation has a lot of different perks for travel agents. So whenever you guys get a chance, just come on over here, click on reduce agent fares. Just it's a bunch of stuff. You'll get lost, I promise you. All right, so what I like to do is click on right there, 20% commission. So whatever the commission is that's in here, it's going to be double that, because the commission with Vacation Express is 10%. But for these specific resorts, they're offering 20% for the month of April. So write that down. Well, not for the month of April. Almost every single month they have a 20% commission for particular resorts. So let's call it Cancun. And I was already looking at the Nickelodeon resort. So 316 to 1223 is the travel window. So let's do that. So Nickelodeon, and then the booking window. Okay, so here, let's Nickelodeon Rivermont. Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to new booking. All right, we're going to do hotel only. Or if you want to do a flight too, the flights and stuff are here. What I will say about Vacation Express is that sometimes you have to pay for the flight in full. It's not like the regular travel suppliers where you pay like a small a deposit. A lot of the flights are paid in full. So it's just a different travel supplier. There's nothing that we can do about it. If you find the flight that you want, the client's deposit is going to be pretty much the flight. All right, so destination is Cancun. Well, I think I'm just gonna put Cancun Riviera because I'm not sure. And so same dates, 11/7 through 10. Oh, where am I going? All right, let's call it a family. Search. You know what, I actually could have typed in Nickelodeon and it would have came up. And one thing that I can say that I like about Vacation Express, you can actually reserve stuff, like put, just save it and it'll be there. The price, it won't really change, a lot. It's kind of like, it's stable. The prices are stable. That's the word for it. And so I'm looking for Nickelodeon. Should have typed in Nickelodeon. It's probably right in my face. Riviera. It's not here. You know what? This is Nickelodeon. It may not even be available. Let's go back. Let's pick another. I have looked at dates for Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon is very popular. So let's look at some other ones. So, El Dorado. If you guys ever want to find a resort in Cancun that has like overwater bungalows, El Dorado has them. Go back to all hotels. Let's look for El Dorado. In alphabetical, it is not. Oh, here's Nickelodeon. Get my life together. Okay. More information, view rooms and rates. So they do have it. All right, so swim up. This is a training, so let's just go for it. This is something really good to promote, 20%. You don't get that a lot in the industry as far as, high commissions like this. All right, so take a peek. Look at this. All right, so total is $3,380. Where's the deposits? Right here. So this is something really, really good to promote. Okay, so family of 4. The deposit is $200 total, and then the final payment is not due until October the 8th. But remember, we're not going to tell our clients October the 8th. The deposit is going to be due October the 3rd. So let's calculate that. All right, so total is 3,380, okay, minus $200. 6 months. Okay, so the total due after deposit is $3,180. So we are going to divide that into 6. So $530 per month, or they can pay in full. Okay, and then so you guys have the option to add on vacation protection over here, or you guys can jump over to the Allianz website and book your own travel insurance to know for sure, everything that's there. And then you guys can even add on tours. But the one thing that I will say about Vacation Express tours is you want to look at the dates. So I'm going to pop this open. You see right here how it says daily. You can book it daily. Some of them may be very particular. It'll say like Monday and Tuesday only. So that says daily. This says, okay, so look at this, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, so if you come over here and you put in the date for Tuesday and not know, you'll be clicking on it and say, why is this not adding it to my cart? That's why it's not going to be added to your cart, because it's not one of the days. And so if that ever happens where you try to put in the date over here to add the excursion, but you notice that it's not in your cart, it's probably because the date that your tour, that you have the tour scheduled for, it's not one of the dates that the tour is actually operated. So let's say that you promote this to Facebook, double commission, that's, let's see, $670 something, 676, if I'm not mistaken. 338 times 2. Okay, yes. And so right now the commission says it's 10% commission. And so once this is booked, Vacation Express will go in and then they'll update the commission to 20%. And so you guys don't have, to worry about, your commissions not being updated. It will. But $676 in commission, you guys, book 5 of these, that's $3,000. Book 10 of these, so that's Vacation Express. Does anyone have any questions about Vacation Express? No? Okay. And so let's say that this is something that you wanted, something that you wanted to continually book. All you have to do is click save this itinerary. You save that itinerary, it'll automatically get saved into your portal. And then so when you come over here, all you have to do is go to my reservations and it'll automatically be there. And so let's say you have 10 people that want to book that, guess what? You don't have to go all the way back in and put in the dates and stuff all over again. You don't have to do that at all. It's already saved. So you click on that button and then it'll automatically pop it up. You go ahead and populate everybody's information, go ahead and pay the $200 deposit, and that's it. Okay. So any questions about Vacation Express? Nope. All right, on to the next. All right. All right, all-inclusive exotic destinations. Who did I choose for? Oh, exotic destinations. Okay, Skra Vacation. And so this is probably someone that you have never, ever heard of before, but they're really good. When it comes to their pre-built trips already, the commission is 12%. So I just chose this particular Rome trip. You go to create quote, and then you go to pre-built, and then it's already right there. And so look at this. This is $1,115 per person. Okay, so you choose the number, and oh, this is flight included. It will tell you if flight is included or not. So listen, let them handle everything. Let them handle all of that. Okay, so let's say 5 nights. I guess they only have 4 nights available. Okay, maybe I'm clicking too fast. All right, so 5 nights, and so they have departure. Let's call it November. All right, so ooh, really good. All right, so 9 nights prices from $919. So let's check availability. All right, got that. Let's see. I should check for November. I mean for December. All right. Right. So look at this. Okay, so $916 per person. Commissions will be $220. So you guys people will jump on this. This is flight and hotel. There's no. Let me check on the tours. Look at the full itinerary. Let's see what it has. And so another exotic supplier that I like to use is Culture. If you guys need more information about Culture, just reach out to me, but they are amazing when it comes to exotic destinations. What I like to do, I like their fam trips. With their fam trips, you add on your commissions, and then the fam trips are basically wholesale pricing. You add on your commission, and then it's a make it a group trip. Okay, so let's look at this. This is just a training, so let's pretend like we like this. Yeah, we want travel protection. Always put travel protection. If your client doesn't want it, send them the travel insurance waiver form. All right, so client name. Okay, so 3 days, cancel any reason up to 3 days. Okay, so what's the deposit? Do they have a plan? Let's see for this specific one. Additional fee. Okay, client name. Andre. All right, so this is pretty good. $18.39. This isn't bad at all. And look, all you guys have to do is send your client the itinerary. They have this already made for you. So let's see. Okay, that's the hotel. Okay, so I think this is just, there's no tour. Okay, but this is still good with flight and hotel. So if you guys will have a client and you know for sure what they want, right here, Skeptra. All right, so any questions about Skeptra? Nope. All right. All right, and then cruises. For cruises, I like Carnival, I like Royal, I like Norwegian, I like them all. Okay, so it's easy to promote things with Carnival. Let's see. All you guys have to do is come over to the search engine, and then it's super easy to book. While we're here, I'm gonna give you guys a crash course in groups. Well, yeah, in group bookings. So let's say, actually, yes, this is okay. So let's say you want to. This is great. Let's say that you guys want to promote a Carnival cruise, right? So what you're going to do, you want to promote a Carnival cruise, and you want solid pricing. Okay. And so in order to get a Carnival cruise, you need group rates. You need at least 5 rooms. 5 rooms need to stay. So let's stick with this November date. All right. So what, November the 7th? Then let them do the rest. Okay, so if it's a group where nobody knows anybody, an affinity group is family members, people that actually know people. Holiday sellings is, you know it's going to be a holiday. And then open promotion is when you just put it out there. Hey, who want to go to, the Caribbean? Put it out there. All right, and so ship, I don't really care which ship it is. Let's just say Bahamas. It's probably going to bring it out of Miami, 2 to 5 days, departure port. Let's call it Miami. All right, so search, super, super easy for groups. I love Carnival when it comes to groups and all of the extra added in amenities that we can get. Okay, so let's call it, I'm looking for a 5. There's no 5s. Did I pick the wrong one? It's okay. It's a training. Okay, so let's go for 4. 169, 174. Okay, let's choose the Carnival Conquest. Okay. And so I do this all the time. I'll wake up and say, you should book this, you should plan a Christmas trip. I'll come over here and I'll actually I will book 32 rooms, you guys. No lie. Let me show you. 32 rooms. There's no penalty for me as long as I cancel within a certain amount of time. So as long as everybody should, well, not everybody. If you are registered with Carnival, send me a text message and let me know that you have registered with them, because sometimes I won't get an email letting me know that somebody's waiting to be approved. Okay, so check this out. Look, so I can book up to 50 rooms. So you know what? Go big or go home. Let's book 50 rooms. All right, so let's say 10 balcony, because you don't really know what people want. But this will be a perfect example to throw into a group booking inside of TravelJoy. 10 right there. It tells you the max that you're allowed to book right there. 10, 10, 10. And then I'll show you. Okay, so even though we're booking 50 rooms, and let's say we won't need all 50 rooms, we wind up only needing 25, 30, we can cancel out the other ones. Or even if we only need 5 to keep our group rates. If we fall to 4 rooms, then we won't lose the group rate, but we'll lose our group amenities. And some of you may say, what's group amenities? Let me show you. 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 50 rooms. Okay, so y'all, some people are probably thinking, what's a group amenity? Well, this is what a group amenity is right here. It's gonna download, and they're called fun points. Okay, you guys can still see this, right? Can you guys see this? Okay, perfect. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so this is what a group amenity is, and so this is let's see, how many days is this? I think it was a 4-night. Okay, so 4 days right there. Okay, so we're looking for 4 days. Okay, so look at this. Okay, so right here, 4 days. So in order to get if you want to give your clients some champagne and some chocolates, that's 2 amenity points. And you're not paying anything extra. It's all added into there. And so let's say we got 50 rooms. We want to do a cocktail party. 1 amenity point. Okay, let's say we wanted to add them in $50 extra onboard credit per stateroom. That is 3. So let's see. Oh, and if you guys book a certain amount of cabins with Carnival, you get a free stateroom as the agent. So if you guys want more information on that, I think I have a training video on that. But yeah, Carnival's really good about giving us stuff for free when it comes to, us actually booking. All right, so or even if you want to add on some extra bonus commission for you, you can add on some extra amenity points for that. Okay, so let's call it some chocolate. So that's 2 amenity points. We're gonna I added 11 amenity points one time. We did a bunch of stuff. 2 amenity points. Let's say we're gonna add a Carnival robe for everybody. And it's 2 Carnival robes per room. So 2, I think the most that you can add is 13. So that's 5, so that's 7. Oh, a group photo session if it's this many people. So another 2, so that's 9. Private cocktail. Do we want private or shared? Okay, so look, right here, you see minimum staterooms required. Look at that too. So over here, group photo appointment, minimum of is 25 rooms. I'm still gonna add that, but will we get to 25? We don't know, but we know that the other stuff is guaranteed. So I wouldn't necessarily go for this right here, this cocktail party right here. I will go for the shared cocktail party. So that's 10 amenity points. And then so we're gonna be generous and add in for $50 in amenity. I mean $50 extra in onboard credit. So we got some champagne and chocolate. We have the bathrobes. We have the group photo session. We have the shared cocktail party, and we have $50 in onboard credit. So this is a fully loaded cruise. All right, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Let's see if it lets us go to 14 amenity points. All right, so modify. All right, so will it up? Okay, so it only lets us go to 11. So we'll figure that out. So let's go to 11. All right, so let's pay attention to this price right here. You see how it says 309? All right, so let's calculate, see how far it takes it. And it's not gonna be much. 309 to 337, so 20-something dollars, you guys. 20-something dollars, and they get all of that. Well, some of it they won't get. We could take off, what was the one for 5? We could probably take off the one, oh, that was the bathrobes. We can take off the bathrobes, or like, we can take off something, modify something, but still that's a lot of stuff that they actually get for $337 per person, double occupancy. So you know what, let's go ahead and book these 50 rooms. So 10, 10, and 10, 10. All right, so it tells you right here how many rooms you got. All right, so 0 more are allowed. So that just basically means that we got 50 rooms already. So I'm gonna have example. What? Example training. All right, so now we are ready. Oh, this is Thanksgiving. Well, around Thanksgiving. It's the 27th, right? Don't judge me. So save and continue. We're gonna book this, and so we're gonna get a contract for this. Group amenity points are reflected. Okay, so yes, we know that. Okay, so confirm booking. You must agree to the terms and conditions. Oh Lord, there we go. All right, so confirm booking. And so now it's going to give us our contract. And so I know this is the next section in the slide, and we're almost done. It's going to be on contracts. And so I want you guys to understand that in the travel industry, I know in the consumer world, contracts, you know, is a bad thing, but in the travel industry side, it's a beautiful thing. Our contracts are never made to hurt us or harm our clients or harm us. It's great. And so I'm going to show you guys this contract. And so make a payment. Let's go. You're going to go to reports. Let me take down this booking number, because I'm just as easy as we booked it, is just that easy to cancel it. Control C. All right, so we're going to go to reports. So we got 50 rooms. We could do a lot of damage with this. Okay, 50 rooms, and it's at 12% commission. Okay, so statement of group request. Okay, I think it's detailed workup. Oh, so Nikosha, the difference between the rooms and the letters, it's different floors. No cabin assigned. It's a difference in floors. And so each floor has a different category, and like 8D. 8D, it may be on like the 5th floor. All 8Ds are like on the 5th floor front, or you'll know. Whenever you go to book your clients, you'll be able to choose the room, but it'll be those specific rooms. And so if you want the chart for this, log into Carnival and then go to the actual ship, and then print it off, and it'll actually display where everything is. Okay, so let's see, reports. It must be, it's this one. And then I have to download the contract and then pop it open. Yep, this is it right here. All righty, download. All right. All right, open. Is that it? Was it called confirmation? Oh, I'm like pause share because I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh, no, that's not it. Let's try this again. Downloads. Oh, here it is. Okay, I have to come share this. Okay, so resume share. Share this. All right. So let me know if you guys can see this contract. Can you guys see this contract? Anybody? No? Can you see this?
What is this?
No,
Do you
but
see
can
right now? It says Carnival with a blue rectangle at the top
yes,
and
yes,
group booking display.
yes. So this is what a contract for Carnival will look like. And so it's pretty clear. All right, so this is the contract, and I'm going to take you guys to the important parts of a contract. So you guys are trying to do a promotion, an open promotion cruise. All right, so go all the way down. So this is the important part. Well, this is the commissions. I'll show you guys that, but let me show you this right here. Okay, so this is it right here. Okay, so in order to book this, okay, so you guys can put it out there. By June the 6th, everybody would need to at least have paid a 25 per person deposit. So that's just them showing interest, you know, in it. They need that is at least due. And then so by August the 1st, $150 per person deposit is due. And then so by September the 14th, full payment is due for this specific cruise. And so down here, here's the cancellation guidelines. Okay, so September the 15th, cancellation. Okay, so if someone cancels, let's call it September the 16th, their cancellation penalty is $150. However, if you cancel before September the 14th, before September the 15th, everything is refundable. Okay, so this is the cancellation guideline. It's super clear. I don't know. If you guys have questions about this, let me know. And so let's talk about the money. That's what we're trying to learn how to do. Okay, so this is the money part. So when you guys look at this contract, what you're going to look at this right here, the total cruise amount. Don't look at the taxes and fees and stuff. You're going to look at the total cruise amount. Okay. All right. So let's see. Carnival is at 12% commission. Okay, so let's say we booked half of it. Let's 26220 divided by 2. Let's say we booked 25 rooms. Okay, that's $13,000 times 12% commission. That's still $1,573 in commission. You know, if somebody was to go and book the same cruise, the price will be the same, except the commission is going to Carnival. And so some of you may say, well, how much is it per room? This is the easiest way to figure out how much is it per room. You can actually go in and, go in and book stuff to see the price, but this is it right here. So we got 20 rooms, $949, and this is double occupancy. If you guys, in the booking, it's easier for me to show you. This is the price for double occupancy. So 9497.2 divided by 20 rooms. Okay, so $474.86. That don't sound right. It's per person. It is per person. Okay, yeah, per person. Okay. So any questions about Carnival groups or cancellation, or tell me do you guys have any questions about booking a group or an open promotion for Carnival? So you can name this trip whatever you want to name it. You can name it whatever you want to, you name it, put it out there, make a flyer for it. And then literally as people start booking, this is what you're going to do. So let's say you post that to Travel Joy, and then somebody wants to book. This is exactly what you do. You're going to come on over here. You're already going to have your group booking number. Now you're going to go to not birth guests, make payments. Crap, not there. I think it's birth guests. It's one or the other. And then from here, you're going to pick your rate. And so it's this one right here. Now, I will say, if you find a price that's for whatever reason cheaper than your price, siblings bring savings. Is this somebody else cruise? Okay, so if you find a rate that's better than yours, you can of course use that rate, but what you want to pay attention to is the details. You want to look and see, is it not, some of them are non-refundable. You don't want to really book any of those. So if you find one that's you know, that's a better rate, listen, book it. And if you have already booked that, call Carnival on it and say, hey, I found something that was a lower rate. I want to book that, and they will change it for you. Okay, so all you have to do is come over here and this is ours. Let's click on this one. Continue. All right. You just go through the same process that you normally would. You know, put in your client information, birth the cabin, pay their $25 deposit, and that's it. That's it. Any questions? Lord mercy, excuse me. Oh gosh. Any questions about Carnival? No? Okay, so since we're playing around, let me come over and let me show you guys how to cancel this. Okay. So let's go back. All right, so all we have to do, if you guys were at the, let me go back. Let me go to the main section, take you guys back to the beginning. I don't want you guys to be confused. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna come right here to manage bookings, and you're gonna click on group bookings. Then you're gonna type in your group booking number here. If you by chance don't have your group booking number, you just fill out this information that will automatically pull up your booking. Okay, and then so now we're here. This is our booking. All we have to do is cancel it. Okay, cancel group booking. And so if you guys by chance have paid money onto a cruise or something like that, call Carnival and have them cancel it. And so you can understand everything. You can understand who, you know, who has actually booked, you know, how everything is going back. Make sure you do that. If you come back over here and just cancel it, it's canceled. The money's going to go back, you know, on the cards, but you know, you will kind of want to understand everything. So we're going to cancel this. Contact, choose a cancel reason, other, training. Right, so cancel group booking. And so that is Carnival doing a Carnival promotion. No questions about Carnival? And so on a later date, we'll do another quick training on the other suppliers. All right, so this is almost wrapping it up. All right, so let's talk about flight contracts really fast. Flight contract and resort contracts. We just talked about cruise contracts, and so I'm gonna make this really, really quick. When it comes to flight contracts, let me tell you, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of contracts in general in the travel industry, whether it's flight, cruise, resort, it doesn't matter. And so what I did, I had American Airlines send me over, you know, book me a pretend contract. And let's see, I had them book me a pretend contract, and this is what we got. And so I did this over, what in the world? I did this over, here it is. I booked this, let's see. I did this in November. Okay, so when it comes to contracts for domestic, it's $100 per person deposit. And when it comes to international, I believe it's $150 deposit. I'll find that out and I'll let you guys know. And so you need a minimum of 10 people to be called a group for an airline, okay? And so let's look at this one. So I had them book me a flight from Miami to San Juan, Puerto Rico for 23 people, okay? And then so the total right here is $356 out of Miami. Okay, and then so the deposits for economy seats are $100 per person, okay? And then so let me show you right here. And so whenever you book a group rates for, I know for sure American Airlines, they give you 14 days to go ahead and make the deposits, okay? And so the deposit's $100 per person. Okay, so I booked this on November, so they give you 14 days. So the deposit payment deadline is the 26th of November, okay? So 14 days, right? And so this payment utilization, this is the, let me see over, I was looking over this, payment utilization. It's the cutoff. It's the cutoff where where you won't get all your money back. Okay, I think if you have room, if you have flights that are booked and you make changes before this cutoff date right here, you'll get all of the money back. If you make changes after this, if not changes, cancellations. If you make cancellations after this date, then what they'll do, they'll take the deposits for 3 people. So the cancellation penalty will basically be $300 for this whole entire booking. Okay, but if you cancel it before that, then everything is refundable. And then so the final payment deadline will be a month, 30 days before the actual trip. So I think that's pretty good. Any questions on how to secure airline contracts and stuff? No? All right. So now we're going to talk about resort contracts really, really fast. Okay, so I want you guys to know, like I said before, never be afraid.
I have a quick question about the airline ones. But
yes.
we don't get commission on airlines, or we do?
No. We don't get commissions on airlines.
So that's just a contract for those particular seats.
Yes,
to be together.
And the reason that you want a contract for seats is for solid pricing, because for flights, that's what's going to go up and down. That's what's going to make your vacation expensive. Inexpensive is it's the flight. And so if you secure contracts early enough, then that's going to be cheap compared to trying to secure it when you go ahead and start booking and stuff. How can I put it? It's a contract. It's going to secure your price, and nothing is going to explain that better than this MGM contract right here that I had with MGM. So let me explain this. Okay, so when it comes to contracts in the industry, do not be afraid of contracts. If you want to build a mega group trip, listen, use your imagination. Do not be afraid to think big. Okay, so I wanted to do 4th of July in Las Vegas, and so any trip that I plan it around where I want to go. If somebody want to go with me, fine. If they don't want to go, listen, I'm probably going to go anyways. And so I built this mega group trip for Las Vegas, and it did take me some time to put it together, but it didn't cost me any money. It just cost me a little bit of time. Okay, so I connected with our business development manager for Grand MGM. And look at this. So I got 50 rooms, right? I had her book 50 rooms for me. Guess how much I had to pay? $0. I paid $0. These rooms are secured. They're mine. The price is not going to change. I even get a page. Okay. So this is the contract right here. And so it's pretty simple. If the rooms are not, whatever rooms is right here, whatever rooms are not booked, the cutoff date to make reservations is 6/1. Anything that's not booked anything that's not booked by 6/1, guess what? We lose it. So if we book 5 rooms, I believe 5 rooms is the minimum. Yes, I'm pretty sure 5 rooms is the minimum for resorts. If we have a minimum of 5 rooms booked and the others, we don't need, it'll automatically cancel out. I went on ahead and canceled this out early on because I felt bad. I'm like, I don't want a whole room. But let's say we got 25 rooms, okay? So these may seem like a lot of numbers. And if you guys ever get confused as to how to calculate the total, all you have to do is go to the big number. This big number over here is 17,970 and some change. So 17,970.73. And I missed the number, 17,970. Okay, and then so we have 25 rooms of the Grand King right here. And so all we have to do is divide this by 25. Okay, so total is $718, you guys. $718 for the room. This already includes resort fees, taxes. This includes everything already. You cannot beat this with a stick, okay? This is what a real contract looks like. And so it comes with the website. And so this is canceled out, but I'm going to show you guys what the website did look like. It's not going to, with the website, everything is actually bookable. The client can actually go in and book their own stuff. You don't have to do anything. Okay. And so this was the website, but you see, it says this event is closed, but everything is still there. It's amazing the things that they do for us. And then, so let me show you this. And so these dates right here were for July, the 1st through the 5th, the total was $718. And so I booked this in, I booked it in March. I didn't book this in March. I booked this, I forgot when, standards. Oh, here, I booked this last September, okay? Returning. Okay, yeah, I booked this contract in September of last year. So you guys have to think big, but think big early. Think big like a year in advance. Don't wait until, that year. If you want the best pricing, think big and think big early. So I thought about this last year. So I booked it last year. And I canceled them out, but I canceled them out this year. After I'm like, okay, this is not, nobody's really booking, how, I thought they would. So listen, the trip got canceled. And so look, let me show you the total. So our total is 718. It's double now. Let me show you. All right, so look at this. July 1st through the 5th. And so these rooms are I believe it was the West King. It was the Grand King. Grand King right here. 718. Watch this. Look at that. 1579. That's the price for right now. Okay. So think big. You know, can you imagine like this? You're getting rooms for half price because you're thinking ahead of time. And so if you guys are going to start doing trips, doing promos, get inventory. What do you think these big companies do? They get contracts. They hold these contracts and then they sell those rooms. Okay. So let's see. I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this training webinar. I think I did go over just a little bit, but if you guys have any questions, just feel free to come off of mute and ask me about them. Do you guys have any questions about securing contracts with resorts? No? Okay. Does anybody have any questions in general? Nope. All right. So I do want to remind you guys, there's one more person that's out there that booked their vacation with AA Vacations for the month of March, and commissions can't get paid to them because they haven't registered their booking. I have zero clue who this person is because, you know, when a company sends me a commission check, they send booking numbers. They do not send agent numbers. So if you know for sure that you book your vacation with AA Vacations for the month of March, please send me an email. All right. So if there are no more questions, that is going to wrap up this particular training video. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.